Well, guys, you know what time it is, don't you? Only 5 days until the inauguration, where we get to see the greatest president in American history. I mean, right up there with Abraham Lincoln, George Washington. I'd say they're all neck and neck. He's about to take office. He's about to take office for the second time. Not the first time, but the second time. It's pretty amazing, isn't it? I mean, we live in an amazing time. You won't see this very often. But he's not going in very quietly. It's like he's going to have a lot of fun along the way. Some people are saying that he's going to even be in that garbage truck as he's going up, was it Pennsylvania Avenue, I guess it is? I'm not sure. Constitution. Anyways, as he's going up through there, waving at everybody, he'll probably be waving from the garbage truck. Melania will probably be driving. Who knows? She might even be in one of them big reflector vests. She's driving, and Donald's over there waving. And probably right behind him is going to be this large float with golden arches. And it'll probably have in the float, it'll have like a fake drive-through window. And at some point, Melania is going to apply the brakes, let Donald out. Donald's going to run back there, get in the drive-through window. And then the Secret Service, they're going to allow people from the ropes to run up to the float. And Donald's going to start handing them French fries. He says, here's French fries for you, here's French fries for you. And all the people will be waving and smiling and yelling, "We love you, Donald." So anyways, everybody but the Democrats. Oh, gosh, they're going to be dying inside. Remember, didn't it? I think it was Donald. It was McDonald's that had that the little burglar, or the Hamburglar, if I'm not mistaken. The Democrats are the Hamburglar. They're just broken. They're broken people. Nothing's went their way. All the what happened to all the felony charges? Oh yeah, but he got convicted. Well, everybody knows that's a farce. I mean, what do you get convicted on? A felony for? An accounting mistake? What they call a mistake or error? Nobody's ever been convicted on that, and nobody ever will be. It's just a farce. So I don't mind if you convict him on something he actually did, but that's just a farce. I mean, that's the best you could do. Plus, it's going to be overturned in no time, so what's the big difference? Anyways, as he's going up through there, he'll be waving and smiling, but he's really giving the Democrats hell. And he's kind of saying, okay, this is what I'm going to be doing. So anyways, I'm going to run a little footage here.
Nation from the Oval Office, giving his final goodbyes. This is going to cap his 5-decade career in politics. And
good riddance.
President Biden, in the last few weeks, we've seen him trying to set his legacy as somebody who is a transformational president who stabilized domestic politics at home and
I can't hardly even, I want to gag when I hear all that crap.
Made historic investments in America while also bolstering America's leadership abroad. President Biden also released a letter this morning where he talked about the transformation that we've seen in this country since he took office. He wrote about how he took office in the shadow of the pandemic.
Yeah, it's been a hell of a transformation. Let's see, interest rates, which were, about 2% under Trump, they went up, they were knocking 9%. And that's not credit cards. That's going to get a car or something. Getting a house was 7% or more. I mean, so many young people, there's no way they can afford a house because of the interest rates. What other transformations? America's standing in the world. Oh, it's a joke in a way. It's like Biden would put a line in the sand, the enemy would step over it. Oh, he'd back up and put another line in the sand, the enemy would step over it. Biden would back up a little more, put another line in the sand. Enemy would step over it. They didn't give a shit about Biden. You think they'll do that with Trump? I don't think so.
Pandemic after the January 6th attack, and he said that now America now has the strongest economy in the world.
We have the strongest economy in the world. I didn't know that. That's pretty amazing, isn't it? I mean, go to your local grocery store and try and buy some groceries. Whatever you bought 4 years ago, the same basket full of food will cost you twice as much today. If you can afford it. There's a lot of young people and older people just can't afford that stuff anymore. You know, Trump shopping is when you go in the grocery store and you get everything you want, and maybe some snacks too, you know. Kamala Harris shopping is once you've done the Trump shopping, Kamala Harris shopping is where you get to go back to the store and put things back that you couldn't afford. It added up to too much. So that's Kamala Harris shopping, putting stuff back.
So touted the millions of jobs that have been created under his presidency. But look, Diane, the reality is that
millions of jobs created under his presidency. I guess when you make people have to go out and get 3 jobs just to pay their rent, buy their groceries, pay for the cars, then I guess you could say, oh, I created jobs. It might be all jobs for one person, but you created them.
Regardless of the tone that President Biden is trying to set as he leaves office,
it's called groveling.
The reality is that this just is not the legacy that President Biden had intended to leave behind.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
President Biden had vowed to be a bridge candidate, a bridge leader to a new generation.
Now, do you think that Biden did anything that was bridge-oriented? I guess he means by bridge, he wanted to reach across the aisle to the other party. The only thing they ever did was want to arrest the people on the other side. Shut them up. You know, be like Stalin. We'll put fear in them. They won't say a word. But they didn't know they was going to come up against Trump like that. And a lot of other good Republicans that just said, screw you.
Of Democratic leadership, but instead, just days from now, he's going to be handing over power to someone who he has repeatedly warned to the American people is a threat to democracy.
Oh, yeah, remember, he's handing power over to Hitler. That's what he called him, right? And he's doing it so gracefully.
And unfit to be president.
Selena Wang, thank you. And we're learning new details about President-elect Trump's inauguration plan.
So, guys, anyways, that gives you an idea. You know, I would love to write a speech for Biden that kind of told of his legacy. And the title of the speech would be, Don't Let the Door Hit You in the Ass on the Way Out. I think that would be a perfect title for his last speech, or a speech that we could give him. Anyways, thanks a million. And if you get a chance, put a like down there, subscribe, or write a comment if you agree with me or you don't agree with me. Thanks. Bye-bye.